Pokemon Colosseum is close to the home console Pokemon RPG us Pokemon fans have been asking for. Pokemon Colosseum has almost every aspect of what to expect in a main series Pokemon game on the handhelds. And what really makes Pokemon Colosseum such a great game, and what makes it even a better game, is its incredible story. Anyhow, this is my Neo review of Pokemon Colosseum. Let's get this Neo review started, shall we? Pokemon Colosseum is one of the best Pokemon games I have ever played. In this game, you capture Shadow Pokemon, and you get to use them on your team, adding many fun possibilities as to what type of Pokemon you want to use. And most of these Pokemon are good coming from the Johto region. There is one super awesome Pokemon you can get if you collect all the Shadow Pokemon, but I will leave it up to you to decide. This game does a great job of leveling up and growing your Pokemon's abilities, and there are so many battles in this game. So much so that it's mind-boggling. Pokemon Colosseum has such great substance in its stories and battles that it makes it such a unique Pokemon game. The story of Pokemon Colosseum is amazing. A villainous organization known as Cypher is creating shadow Pokemon, closing the doors to their hearts and making them powerful fighting machines. Your main character is a former member of the group called Team Snag'em. And you meet this girl who will be your companion throughout the entire game. What you want to name her is entirely up to you, and she really doesn't have much depth to her character besides pretty much following you around and detecting shadow Pokemon, unfortunately. I really like the story of Pokemon Colosseum. It's a more dark, more sinister story compared to the typical Pokemon game, and it really works to the game's favor so much. I remember as a kid just really enjoying the story and really finding it interesting. The development of Pokemon Colosseum is actually quite interesting. It was developed by a Japanese game developer known as Genius Sonority. Pokemon Colosseum actually takes inspiration from games such as Final Fantasy VII and Persona 2. The game was very successful and had a sequel game a year later called Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. And by the way, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness easily in the top 3 in my favorite Pokemon games. I mean, I'm serious. Pokemon XD is literally phenomenal. Okay, now it's time to talk about the gameplay of Pokemon Colosseum. Pokemon Colosseum is an RPG. This game starts you off with 2 Pokemon. Umbreon and Espeon, who I believe have a huge advantage in the beginning of the game. Later on you get more powerful Shadow Pokemon, and good Shadow Pokemon I suggest are the Johto starters. You get one in the beginning of the game, then the other two in the post game. This game is themed around double battles. And let me remind you right now that this game is a grind heavy game, meaning you will do a lot of battles to level up. In my opinion, I like RPGs where you grind, so I'm okay with that. And then there's Mount Battle. This place is a great place to train with 100 battles and 10 areas. I remember as a kid I would spend so much time here, and I remember before the final boss fight my Pokemon were about in the level 70s. Finding Shadow Pokemon along your journey is fun, and trying not to miss catching them is the real challenge. Don't worry, if you miss catching them you do get another chance. All in all, Pokemon Colosseum's gameplay is amazing. Having everything I just mentioned on top of the core Pokemon mechanics, and you got a fun and amazing Pokemon game. What are my final thoughts about Pokemon Colosseum? Pokemon Colosseum is one of the best Pokemon games I have ever played. This game has a fun story mode, a fun sense of progression and fun. The battles in this game were fun, and the story in this game is amazing. This game was a game that was like the handhelds, but on the home console, and it's great that on the Switch we're getting a new Pokemon game that we wanted. Thanks for watching this new review, and I'll see you guys next time. Pokemon Colosseum gets a 9 out of 10.